All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Just had to make sure the mic was on. Hope everyone's having a nice morning. It is Wednesday, March 9th, 2022, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, click on that white logo, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos. Make sure to hit that like button if you like these videos. It really does help support the channel. Appreciate you guys as always. Let's get started. Dow futures up 478 points this morning. Nasdaq's up about 2.1%. S&P up 1.61%. Russell up 1.38% in the futures. 1.901 for 10-year yields, up 29 basis points. The dollar is down today, 98.33.73%. The VIX down 6.35% at 32.90. Crude oil is actually taking a little bit of a step back, down 4.69%. Gasoline down 3.12%. Gold futures down 2.4% at $19.94 an ounce. 26.40 for silver futures, 182. And taking a look at the euro dollar, usually a good sign of risk on 110.10, up 113 pips. Dollar yen is up slightly, 115.74. Bitcoin having a day with crypto, 41,955 is the current spot price and futures price. Ethereum 27.27. Word is that the Biden administration is going to talk about a digital U.S. coin and some regulation talk for Bitcoin. Let's see how that affects the crypto market. Again, I haven't really done anything or sold anything, obviously just still keeping as is. But at the end of the day, it is nice to see some bounce here on crypto. Again, crypto is a risk-on asset. So again, it's no secret that stocks would be up as well. Let's go and take a look at some pre-market movers this morning. Pre-market movers, anything special? No. On Dow, Chevron's down about 4%. Nike's up 4% this morning. Boeing up 3%. JP Morgan nearly 3%. Walt Disney up 2%. Microsoft 2.67%. Apple up 2.2%. Coca-Cola bounced from yesterday, 1.5%. S&P, Exxon down 3.84%. Oxy's down 6%. AMD up 3.44%. I have the 110 calls with the Signal members. Again, NVIDIA up nearly 4%. American Airlines up 5%. So again, what you're seeing is a total risk on. Again, kind of back and forth, back and forth. We've seen it. Has anything really changed? Break 42.52 and we could talk, guys. At the end of the day, we need that level to the break. All we are is still kind of stuck in this little range here between 42.52 and 41.01. And it seems to be that 41.47 is a good support, right around 42.52. So I've really just been hitting 100 handles back and forth, back and forth. And futures, don't get me wrong, futures are nice being green, but it doesn't tell us the whole story because we've seen that flip back and forth, back and forth. Would I do anything today? Yes, I'm going to get out of my AMD calls this morning. Have those. Let's see if we can get continuation, possibly, maybe to 42.52 and beyond, maybe. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Taking a look at Qs right at 330.35. I saw the 340 calls had a lot of volume, but again, we would need a break of above like 332.21 to make it even worth it. So again, maybe Qs is on the board. Maybe we can catch that real quick. 42.52 is your target on S&P. So again, if you're looking to buy calls, maybe the 426s are worth a shot. But again, you have to kind of see how the market's moving. SPY is really relatively expensive. I think Qs are a better play. AMD is a good one, which we already have. Maybe IWM for the 200s would probably be a better play than S&P. But again, I would wait for volume. I'd want to see exactly if we can break 42.52. Again, 42.52 breaks and we settle above that with a couple of candles, not just a wick like we had yesterday. Then you're talking about possibly 42.97 is your 200-day. And then if it breaks that, then we'll see where we can go from there. But again, the trend is still bearish. It's nice to see a little bit of a pop, but nothing has really changed. Sure, we're getting shorter term higher highs, lower highs too, just based on this bracket. But if you kind of spread it out a little bit, you can see, yes, we had a dip at 41.01, we got above, and then we came back down. So it could be a double bottom possibly, but again, it's really hard to say again with the implications in Eastern Europe. I know I kind of keep copying out to that, but that's really the only thing that we don't have control over. Again, you can price in the Fed, you can price in rate hikes, possibly inflation, but when it comes to, war and geopolitical issues, that is very difficult to price in because we don't know what the hell is going to happen. Again, you have great news possibly in the future, maybe, you never know, peace deal, or you can get some really more bloodshed, and this can last a while. So I can't really make a call here in terms of, yes, it's all green, go buy stocks, because we're not there yet. I mean, we can definitely get to 4,100. I mean, 4,000. We can get to 3,800, or 4,101 is the low. So again, the question is not to guess, to let the charts kind of dictate what's moving. Price action is key. But again, until then, I would say just hold on to some cash, hold on to your positions. If you want to hold them long term, that's fine. If this is a place where you want to sell before you get a dip in the future, this is probably where you probably want to sell if you want to. I'm not. But at the end of the day, that's really all you're looking for the most part. Again, we're getting close to that resistance. All we are doing is sticking to the range. That's really it. 42.52 breaks, we can have a conversation. Good morning, guys. Good idea to get into the gold call I've missed yesterday. The gold call that we have is basically a hedge. It is the 194s. We're right here at the 100-day. Anything could change immediately. The AMD call was red yesterday too. So again, I'm going to hold it to the GLD calls. If it gets to 183.21, possibly I'll take a look at possibly just closing them out. But again, we've done very well with gold, obviously as a hedge towards the madness in the market. So again, you may want to hold on to that insurance policy. Tomorrow is CPI as well. If CPI is extremely hot, the inflationary data, gold's going to bounce. In regards to SPY, we need to break 42.52. That's in the S&P futures. If you're talking about SPY itself, you need to get above 425. That's really all you're waiting for. Other than that, you have a lot more downside here. You're pretty much stuck between 425 and 415. That's really all you're stuck at. Let's see. Good morning. Calls for Apple today. Apple did have their event yesterday. Apple's up above 160. Very nice. But again, you can possibly maybe target 164, maybe 165. If we can break above 162.92, maybe. But again, all you are is just getting back to support at 160. That's really all. Again, this could all change literally, guys, at the open. So let's not get too excited here. For all those that are members, if you see AMD is green above 40, you take it. I'm going to let the guys know on Discord before Discord shuts down. You never know in the future. Tesla's very expensive, as we know. A lot of issues. Again, $888, $791. We're right in the middle of it. Can't really do anything until you break above 888 or below 791. Unfortunately, that's all we can do. Are you planning on letting a runner go on AMD call? If so, what's your price target of cutting that runner? For AMD, I usually do around 100% is my runner for the most part, and I just hold it till break even. But AMD should be solid today, and now we're getting that push. Now it's starting to pick up. Let me go ahead and let people know. Let me see. Dallas plus 630. I'm just letting everyone know on Twitter. A to Zelensky says Ukraine ready for a diplomatic solution. There you go. So hey, maybe this is kind of the first step of a peace deal, right? If that's the case, you're basically gonna get what you saw yesterday, which is this kind of big 41.82 to 42.57 pop, and then it was sold off immediately. So again, nice to see, but nothing has really changed yet. I know that's one of those things where people are like, oh, really, man? We're still kind of chopped. We don't know what's going on. You still just have to wait it out, guys, at the end of the day. Let's see if we get a peace deal. I mean, AMD is going to be a great one in the morning. All we got to do is wait for it. But yeah, if you see AMD is 40% or more, just take it. Leave a runner if you like. Don't wait for us to let you know. You're in control of your portfolio too. But AMD is going to be a banger in the morning, so I'm glad that we caught that. I'm just glad that it got out on Discord before it went down. So well done. Let's see what we get from there. But for the most part, guys, I hate to kind of to be a Debbie Downer here. All we are doing is retesting resistance. If we start breaking and selling above 42.52, I'll feel a little better looking forward, because then we have 43.71 next. It would not surprise me if we get to 4,300 today. Would not surprise me whatsoever with all this whipsaw action. All this volatility, guys, is something you should embrace if you're a trader. If you're an investor, you're hating life because it's annoying. But if you're a trader, you're trading volatility every day. This is what you live for. This is what you want. So again, as an options trader, you're basically salivating here. But if you're an investor, you're basically losing your mind. I only bought one contract at a time. I'll probably just take 40 if it gets there. Here you go. Listen, profits are profits. You take it, you move on. Remember, yesterday, AMD was outperforming the NASDAQ relative to the NASDAQ. So that was up yesterday 3.24%. AMD had relative strength, and even the NASDAQ was red. So again, the bullish thesis was there. We broke it down. That 107.63 break, we went ahead and caught it, and we had the 110s. We may just be in the money, so I'm very excited about that. We'll get that extra trade. It's been a very decent, very great week this week. I'm very happy. The only things that didn't work out were SPY calls and SPY puts that we had at different intervals. We had a first thing on Monday from last week. The worst part is that we had 32% on Friday. We didn't get to close. It fell right immediately towards the end of the day. And then we had some SPY puts, see if we get that continuation. It didn't happen. That's okay. Other than that, we did very, very well so far. It's only Wednesday. We have a lot more to go. And tomorrow, guys, is CPI. So that's the Consumer Price Index. That's an inflationary reading. You may want to hold on to those GLD calls if you're having them with us. But let's see what we get. All right, guys, have a great rest of your morning. We'll catch you guys later for the aftermarket recap. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.